Hi everybody, welcome back to my little YouTube channel. I've been to Lidl and I've got the brochure, the weekly brochure, and it's got all the special buys and stuff. I love Lidl, I love Aldi, I love all the weekly nice things that you can buy, squishmallows, you can get all sorts of stuff. So I've got the brochure, so I'm going to go through it. It says, fill your life with more to value at Lidl. I don't know if I prefer Lidl or Aldi. I love Aldi for the staff because the staff at Aldi is so nice, but I love Lidl because they've got some things that you can't get at Aldi, like cream cheese that's like whipped and it just tastes so nice. There's some things that you can't get at Aldi, so I like them both. But let's see, it says we've got fair trade chocolates, different types of, I think this is like anoraks or coats, like waterproof coats, and different types of jumpers or 3/4 length jumpers, different types of car seat covers or something, vegetables, miniature potatoes, which I've said loads of times on this channel, I freaking love new potatoes, I love them, apples, cauliflower. My dad, years ago when I was little, my dad used to make cauliflower cheese, and you know, like most people make cauliflower cheese and they cut it into florets. It's like little tiny pieces. They cut the cauliflower up basically, and then they make like I think it's like a bechamel sauce or like a cheese sauce, and they put the cheese sauce over it and put salt and pepper, and they cook it in the oven. They about parboil it maybe, and then cook it in the oven. My dad, years ago when I was little, I was like a teenager, my dad used to buy a whole cauliflower, a freaking whole one, and he would parboil it in this huge cook pot, and then he'd put this cheese sauce over it, like cover it in, like he'd put like a whole block of cheese, a whole block of cheese in this cheese sauce. So it was like dead rich, it was so rich. And he'd pour the cheese sauce over the whole cauliflower, and then he'd bake it in the oven, and then he'd get like this saw, and it'd be like sawing the cauliflower cheese in half, and I'd get half of it and he would get half of it, and we used to have like a whole cauliflower between us. It was the best memories ever. He's just the best dad, and do you know what? That was the best freaking tasting cauliflower cheese I've ever had in my life. It was so nice. So I've got fond memories of cauliflower, but I don't buy it anymore, and the reason I don't is because it smells like farts. If you're from the UK, you'll know what farts means. It means trumps, or when you let wind off. If you're from like somewhere else, you might not know what I'm going on about, but it absolutely stinks of SH1T, and so I don't like it in my fridge because it stinks your house out, especially after you've cooked it, and there's like this aroma of agricultural stench that lingers in your house for days, so I won't cook it. So if I ever have cauliflower cheese, I always say to my dad, I'm coming to see you, can you make a cauliflower cheese? So it makes my dad's house smell like shite, and then I can come home and my house smells nice. So that's that. Anyway, limes, 89 pence for a 5-pack of limes. I'm not keen on red gem lettuce, if I'm honest. I like the normal one, but not red gem. Pomegranate, I can never say that word. That's another word I can't say. Pomegranate, Anyway, whatever they are, I can't understand the point of them, because years ago when I was little, my nana and granddad used to like cut the pomegranate in half and give me like this pin and tell me to stick the pin in just being careful of course, but stick the pin in like the seed things or whatever they are, the red things, and then eat them. And I can't understand, because it took like 2 hours to eat the whole thing, and I don't understand the point of them unless you're going to put them on top of a cheesecake. They're redundant in my opinion. Different types of meats. So we've got British pork belly slices with hot honey, 2 smoky barbecue pork rib racks, pulled chicken and chorizo sauce, minted lamb rump steaks. I love mint. I love mint sauce. I can just eat mint sauce with a teaspoon on its own. Steaks, chorizo, pulled chicken and chorizo sauce. Have I just said that? I can't remember. Oh my god, I've lost the plot today. I've lost the plot every day. Oh my god. Chorizo style British pork meatballs. I love meatballs. What have we got here? Different bakery things. It says from Thursday the 25th of September. So we've got, I think these are Portuguese custard tarts, like Portuguese. I think it's made with like egg and cream, and these are so nice, and like a puff pastry base, like a custard cream sort of thing, but they're just so nice, almost like a traditional Bakewell tart but Portuguese. Really nice. Different baguettes. I love baguettes. Maple and pecan plate, which I love also. I could eat them every day. Chocolate and banana loaf. I like the fact that the cake's got chocolate in, but I wouldn't combine it with banana, if I'm honest. Sugar cronut. I've never heard of those. Like a donut, but I don't know what a cronut is. Never heard of that before in my life. Dubai style muffin. I presume that's like chocolate with pistachio. All this pistachio thing seems to be like trending at the moment, doesn't it? Weekly offers, different types of wine of the week, different pasta sauces, ready-made buttermilk pancakes, different types of chocolate. You get like 70% chocolate. I've had that before. I've had really, I think it was like 80% dark chocolate, and I was like, after I had it, about half an hour later, I was like buzzing. I was completely buzzing. So I'm not having that again. These yoghurt slices, choose from strawberry or forest fruit flavour. These, I think I've had these years and years ago, and they were supposed to be these low calorie biscuits that you could have in between meals. I used to have those years and years ago when I was at school. Hummus bites, Frankfurter sausages. One of my cats loves. She freaking loves Frankfurter sausages. Honestly, she's obsessed with them. I don't give her my cat those. I don't give her those often. I can never talk because they're not good for her. But I'll give her like a little tiny bit every now and then. Different crunch bars, macaroni. I freaking love macaroni and cheese. I could eat macaroni and cheese for the rest of my life until the world ended. So nice. 54p for a big pack, 500 grams. So it looks like this week it's flavour of the week Iberia. I'm sure I've done a video at some point this year. It's been Iberia. Maybe not. It says air dried pork loin slices. Croquettes. Oh my god, I love croquettes. Potato croquettes. Oh my god, like soft potato with like a breaded batter. I'm not sure if I would have them with ham. They might be lovely, but I really like potato croquettes. So nice, especially dipped in tomato ketchup. They are just so nice. Different tortillas. I've never had these before. You can get sort of ready-made fresh. Does that go in? Is that a right sentence? But you can get like pre-bought tortillas that are like fresh, that are spinach or spinach and red green peppers or chorizo. and I suppose you just heat them up in a frying pan or the microwave, or I don't know. I've never had them before, so I can't comment, but they look really nice. Patatas bravas, which is Spanish potatoes, like potatoes in like a nice crispy batter or curried sauce, or they're really nice. I've had those before in Spain. They've been really nice. Artichoke hearts, I've never ever had in my life. Artichoke hearts, I've never ever had them, and I don't think I'd want to try them. I don't know what they taste like. Maybe I should just try one and just see if I like it. But oh my god, that's huge. That is the thickest chorizo sausage. I've never seen a sausage as big as that in my life. That's the biggest sausage I've ever seen. Like a jar of chickpeas and paella. There's a way you're supposed to say it in a particular way, aren't you? Paella. I can't pronounce it. Paella kit. Anyway, olives. I love olives so much. I don't like them in cans. I like my olives to be fresh. I like fresh olives. And paella rice. Different crunchy breadsticks with sunflower seeds and anchovy fillets in sunflower oil, which I can't have because that's fish, and I can't have fish because I'm allergic to it. Cod loins again, looks really nice, and prawns, but I can't have any of those. Chicken wings, piri chicken wings, £3.99. And then cuttlefish I've never had before, but again I can't have them because I'm allergic to them. I never have anything like that. My top lip, but I'll be absolutely fine. Well, I probably won't. I'll get like this red rash that just, I'll eat it and then within an hour a red rash will appear all over my body and I'll be a bit itchy, and then I'll go tired, and then I'll go to bed, and then I'll wake up and I can't breathe properly, and then the worst case scenario, the worst case is I wake up and then my top lip will be completely swollen to my nose, and I feel like I look like a fish myself, so I don't eat fish. And then I end up in A&E with loads of consultants looking at me like, scratching their head like, what do we do? Like, I don't know what you do. You give me adrenaline or something, you know. Don't ask me what you do. For God's sake. You're the one being paid, you know. I just want my face back. Stop it. So we've got sponge cake bites. They look nice. Choose from chocolate or original. I presume that's like vanilla. Madeleines. I've never had those before, but they look good. I've seen those in cookery books. Oh my god, churros, however you say it, £2.49. They are so nice. They are one of my favourite things ever. They're like donuts, but Mexican donuts, and they're like piped into little, almost like a sponge finger length shape, and then they're coated in cinnamon sugar or just sugar, and then you can make like a chocolate dipping sauce, and you can dip the churros in the chocolate and then just eat them, and they're just crunchy on the outside, soft on the inside, and warm and gooey, and they stick to the top of your mouth, and the chocolate is just so nice. I love them. They're my favourites. Really nice. I usually buy those every year, and then I treat myself to them at Christmas. My favourites. Sunflower seeds, I've had those before. I didn't realise the last time I bought sunflower seeds from Lidl that apparently you were supposed to chew on the sunflower seed, and then you were supposed to eat the middle bit and then spit out the shell, and I ate every single bit, and then I had a really upset tummy the next day, so I'll never do that ever again. Oh. Crispy coated almonds, palmiers, palmeritas, however you say it. They're like, I think they're like a puff pastry biscuit or a puff pastry bite or whatever. They look quite nice. Spanish fried tomato sauce with onions. I presume that's for like a pasta. Different types of wines. I'm a bit picky on my wines. I like my wine to be sweet I don't like it. A lot of wine I find tastes quite vinegary. It tastes like quite sour, and I don't like it. So I do like my wines to be sweet. At Christmas I like to buy like a sweet wine, so I tend to go for the same type of wine. Occasionally I'll just like buy a different one, but I am a bit picky on it. I tend to go for the same one. So it says One Stop Winter Wellness, Silent Night, copper infused pillow. I'm not sure I believe in all this SH1T about copper pillows and stuff, if I'm honest. A pillow's a pillow. Acupuncture mat with a pillow, again, unless you've got like pressure sores or whatever, I don't know, I'm not convinced. Back and neck heat pad, I bought one of those, £14.99. I bought one of those, I think it was like £30 a couple of years ago, and it broke down, but it was really good while it worked. It only worked for a few weeks. Different blankets, I love my blankets. Shoehorns, and I've got one of these, a foot massager. They're called shiatsu foot massagers, but I don't call them shiatsu, I call them shih tzu. So I've got my shih tzu foot massager, and it's really good because it's got like four, it's got on each foot, it's got 2 roller balls. Well, it's got about 3 little balls on each. There's 2 areas with 3 balls, so it's like 6 balls at each side. That sounds really bad. And they like move round, and you put your feet on them. Oh my god, it's so nice, so nice, it's so amazing. It makes your feet feel incredible, increases like your circulation, and you just feel so relaxed at the end of it. And I've also got a foot spa, and I often use my my water foot spa, and then I use my foot massager, and then I fall asleep, and then I'm on my sofa watching The Last of Us, using my shih tzu foot massager, and I'm like that. And I wake up with a bad neck because I've fallen asleep, and at that time I wish I would have bought the back and neck heat pad, because by the time my feet feel good, I've fallen asleep for an hour, missed half of the Last of Us, and then I wish I bought the heat pad for my neck because my neck's bad. So it's like, you know, you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. If you make your feet feel nice, your neck feels like shite in the morning because you've fallen asleep because you're so relaxed. So old age, I'm old. Anyway, a non-slip bath mat or shower mat. I probably should get one of those because I nearly went arse over tit in the shower the other day when I cleaned my shower with bleach, and then I obviously didn't clean all the bleach from out of my shower properly enough, and it was slippery. I was like, next morning I'm going to have a shower. Got in, my foot went and I nearly died. So I probably should get a non-slip bath mat. So, you know, again, old age, poverty. I've got early onset dementia, I think. Mini massage gun, I need one of those as well, to be honest. Knee or ankle or wrist support bandage. I need one of those for my whole body. Just bandage me all over and just leave my eyes. Just put a big bandage over me. Just a support bandage everywhere from head to toe. Just leave my eyeballs out like that. That's what I need. We've got I'm so sorry. I'm so weird. Trench coat, which is like leopard print, which is okay, but I don't think I'll go for that. And then men's coats and lightweight jackets and ladies' jeans and stuff. I've bought different types of jeans and stuff from different places in the past, and oh my god, half my nail varnish has just come off. I bought different pairs of jeans and stuff in the past from these places, and then I've got home and I can't even get the I can't get the jeans over my ankles because my ankles are like, have you ever seen if you've ever played the PlayStation game, The Last of Us, and you know about the bloaters, or those big fungal infections, those big guys, women, whoever, whatever, that are just like, they've been infected for a long period of time, and they're like blown up. That's like me. And when I buy these jeans and stuff from regular shops, and I come home, they won't go over my ankles because I'm like a bloater. So I don't buy those anymore, but they do look good. Different ankle boots or Chelsea boots, they're quite nice. Shoulder bags, and fine knit trousers, jumper dresses, different tops, different denim, like a denim dress. And then we've got different menswear, so we've got different men's like different trainers, and then cargo trousers for men. Different men's flannel shirts, which are quite nice actually. My dad likes brushed, I can never say that word, brushed. And there's so many words I can't say. I have Asperger's, I'm so sorry. Brushed cotton shirts. Brushed cotton shirts. Brushed cotton shirts. I can't say it. I'm so sorry. I do have Asperger's, I do apologise, I can't help it. But my dad likes like the cotton flannel, like the soft shirt things, whatever you call them, I don't know. And so I might buy him a few of those because they're only £7.99 from medium to extra large. My dad's medium. Thursday the 25th of September. I might go to Lidl on Thursday and buy a couple of those for my dad, ready for Christmas, to put in his Christmas box. And then different men's belts. I might get him a belt as well, £3.99. Polo tops for men, and then long sleeve tops. Different types of plants, heathers. I've seen these, I looked at these heathers today and they are so beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. Orchids are beautiful as well. And then different types of what you call them, like DIY stuff. Power bank with compressor, £50. Socket sets. Car and motorcycle battery charger. Car and motorcycle battery tester. A cordless ratchet, a wrench set. I wouldn't know what to do with any of these things. Heavy duty trunk with wheels. I'm absolutely useless. My freezer at the moment, my fridge is like, the door on my fridge is falling a little bit and I can't shut my fridge properly, or my freezer. Well, I can shut my fridge but I can't shut my freezer, so I've used Gorilla Tape to tape my freezer together until my dad can fix it because I'm useless. My ice creams keep melting. Like, I bought some Cadbury's Dairy Milk ice creams and they're melting and I can't have it. I'm not having that. I've got a freezer full of Cadbury's ice creams. So I've used Gorilla Tape. My dad came in this morning and he said, "What the hell's that on your on your freezer?" I said, "It's Gorilla Tape." He said, "What the hell have you put that on for?" I said, "Because my ice creams are melting." What do you want me to do about it? How am I supposed to fix a bloody freezer? That was really random, sorry. Padded car seat covers, lumbar support car seat covers, carpet cleaners, wrench sets. I won't be using any of those, wouldn't know what to do. Cut, stick, sprinkle, some family fun. Style Forever nail art, gel studio, create your own cool nail art. I think I'd be useless at that. I don't think I should even try, because I put my nail varnish on and within like half an hour it seems to have flicked off everywhere. My dad told me off today because we went out and he said, "What's all this stuff on my floor in my car?" I said, "What do you mean? What's all this stuff on the floor in your car?" He said, "On the passenger seat, on the floor." I said, "I don't know what you're going on about." He said, "There's silver glitter everywhere. There's bits of it. It's like flakes of silver glitter." I said, oh my God, I think it might be off my nails. He said, it's every week. So I'd be useless. I'm so useless at keeping my nails looking nice. I'm terrible. He says he has to hoover his car every week because I've got nail varnish bits like flicking off on his passenger seat floor. I'm useless. Play-Doh. I used to love Play-Doh when I was little. Oh my God, I used to love it so much. I used to have one of those Play-Doh machines, loads of Play-Doh, different colours, and then those little things that you like push down and it came out in like worms or Play-Doh spaghetti, and I used to love those. Different types of knitting, table lamps, easels and canvases and paintbrushes, and then sewing machines, croissants. I love croissants so much. And that's that. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed this video. I do have I went to a car boot sale a couple of weeks ago and I bought a joke book. Some of them I get and they're really funny, but others I don't because I've got Asperger's. But I am planning on doing a video going through some of those sayings and jokes at some point. The ones that I understand anyway, because they are funny, and I like to do things that just makes me happy. So hope you've enjoyed this video. I've not rambled on too much. Bye.